I'm Noah Cieklinski.
I'm Tanner Bender.
We're gonna talk about how to successfully move the Phoenix Coyotes to Seattle.
So, some of our strengths for the SWAT is it's a larger city, so there's way more fans there than there would be in Arizona. It's on the West Coast, so it's a good location. Also, a brand new arena would be like another strength for us because a lot of people get excited about that. And we're hoping that we can carry some fans from Arizona to Seattle, so hopefully that'll be another strength for us. Some weaknesses: the cost of the new arena and staff and workout facilities will obviously be a big hit initially. Angry fans from Arizona may not support the new team as well. And also the time zone. So being on the West Coast, they broadcast their games a lot later, usually around 9 o'clock. So people like us in North Dakota may not want to watch games from 9 to midnight on a weekday. So the opportunities, lots of opportunities for sponsors and radio shows, broadcasting, and for just having new staff and creating new jobs for people in Seattle. And also just our sales in general, such as food, drinks, and merchandise. Some threats, there could be other teams that bid for the team, such as like Quebec Cities, like would be another team that would possibly want to do that. And then threats like maybe it just doesn't work out like it did in Arizona. So, people might not want to come to our games. And then it might not just be a destination hotspot like we thought it was going to be.
So with every team moving in somewhere, especially in Seattle, there are some legal factors to keep in mind. So with NHL being the top professional hockey league in the world, there are many legal factors that come into play. One big thing is the salary cap. So every team has to follow it, meaning it's a total amount of money that teams are allowed to pay their players. And then not even just the team, the league must provide proper training, medical care, and make all risks known to players, employees, and fans. But with that being said, make an enjoyable and safe atmosphere to enjoy hockey games in Seattle. And then some government factors. So every team in the National Hockey League has its own foundation. For example, the Boston Bruins Foundation. So these foundations, they give back to the community with several focuses. So establishing a foundation would spark interest to the state of Washington and the city of Seattle. It's going to generate revenue for the city and donate back to the community at the same time. And then the state government will keep a close eye to make sure the team is running in an ethical manner. And then some business factors for the National Hockey League team. To be successfully moved to Seattle, they need to know how the team's going to operate, where it's going to play, how it will market itself and advertise the team, and how will they make a positive impact of the game of hockey in the community overall. One kind of thing we talked about is the team can work with the Seattle Seahawks, the Mariners, and the Sounders football club to get the community interested and knowledgeable about the team and like it's an NHL team, they're coming to town. That's basically just to get the word out.
Okay. Next would be our revenue generation. So there's 82 regular season games with a minimum of 16 games and a maximum of 28 in the playoffs. So ticket sales would be kind of our biggest revenue generation that we got. We're hoping to at least make double than what the Coyotes did since they struggle so much to get fans and seats. Making money off like sponsors such as like Coca-Cola, Budweiser, or whatever we'd want to go with. Televise for like the local Seattle, we'd make money for that, but then it'd also be on a national stage such as NHL Network, NBC Sports Network, so on and so forth. Merchandise would be another big one for us. Around the draft, we should see an increase in merchandise sales or in the playoffs if our team makes it there.
And then financial implications. Bringing a team to the city is not only bring money to the team for the day-to-day operations, but also brings revenue to like the city, local businesses, hotels, transportation, restaurants, along those lines. And with that being said, people would be traveling to Seattle to see their favorite team play. Obviously, with the new Vegas team, it's pretty close to Seattle, somewhat. So a lot of fans from Vegas would be up there, Seattle. So they're spending money there. They're going out to eat. It just generates a lot of revenue throughout the city as well.
And then marketing / communication. So social media accounts obviously nowadays are a big part of promoting your team. So having social media accounts just like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, those sorts of things will help promote us. Having like players' faces on billboards within the city will also get people to look at our team and maybe interested in coming. Having theme nights at the games for like kids is also another factor that helps out our team. The communication aspect, just having good communication with our fans and seeing like what we can improve on, so that way they can have the best fan experience is what we're really looking at. And then just communications with our sponsors and radio shows, just keeping up to par with them, making sure everything runs smoothly. So to conclude, we want to move the Arizona Coyotes to Seattle, and we think it'd benefit their community and the National Hockey League. Bottom line, it kind of fits all the requirements to have a hockey team, and we're hoping that Seattle is a good hotbed for that. And we're hoping that this team can move on to the playoffs and be a Stanley Cup contender.
Thank you.
Thanks.